There we go. Now you hear me. This is the worst. I didn't even unplug my computer this time, I don't think. Maybe I did. Man, I just really, really wish that that wouldn't happen. I don't know how to make it not happen. It seems like every time I close Streamlabs, it happens. Sorry, now you can hear me. If you were on the Zoom, you could hear me because I double-checked the Zoom, but nobody's on the Zoom right now. Anyway, I was just talking about, you're here at Office Hours. Sorry, I know some people are allergic to light mode, so I'll change it to dark mode for you. So yeah, Office Hours is your opportunity to ask me questions. I give priority to people who are in the Zoom call. You can find a link in here. And then I give priority to people who asked in the Discord. And then, yeah, thank you. Thanks, sorry. And then I give priority to the chat. And we go for about an hour until I need to leave or whatever. So, and then what I was talking about was Epic WebConf. It's going to be so awesome. Look at all these amazing people. And what I was talking about was that they're random every time. So they're in no particular order. And I was also talking about how we need to fix the fact that when you refresh the page, it bumps you up to the top. It should not do that. React Router doesn't do that, but Next.js does. And I don't build this site. I've got a team who does, and they use Next.js. And so anyway, I'm going to talk to them about it because it bugs me a lot. You should be able to sit here and hit refresh and see that they're random every time, but you have to scroll down, and it's just silly. Anyway, Epic WebConf is going to be awesome. I was mentioning that AI is taking all of our jobs, and the one thing that you have that's better than AI is you have a humanity, and you have a physical body that you can interact with people and build actual relationships with people, and you've got to do that. And so that's why I run the conference. I don't make money off of this. In fact, I might lose a bunch of money on this conference if we don't get more sponsors. And so, the goal is to just get a lot of people together. I really want you to be there. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Did you hear that rumbling? I haven't checked yet, but I'm pretty sure that like loud vehicles driving by are going to be a problem for me when I'm recording videos and for my courses and stuff. So hit me up in the comments if you heard that rumbling from that vehicle that drove by. Okay, with that, nobody's in the Zoom call, and so I'm going to ask questions or answer questions. We talked about this. There we go. Japhet has a question. But a bunch of us have just been made redundant. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you a hug. That stinks. Sorry. Okay, so it's rough right now for everybody. I know it. Hi Kent, what's your advice? Here, actually, let me just let him know. Answering this on stream now. And actually, I should probably grab the link to the stream just for record purposes. Where did that Discord go? Here it is. Okay. So, what's your advice on people who are just starting out and like to future-proof themselves? Okay, yeah. Good. Maybe I answered this. I don't think I answered this, so I'm going to answer it. Maybe I answered it last time, but I can't remember for sure. Okay. People who are just starting out like to future-proof themselves and then take advances each year exponentially. What are your thoughts? Okay, we'll start with this one. So they're kind of related. You want to be aware of all the tech that is constantly changing in our lives. It's a good idea just to have some awareness, and so I subscribe to newsletters, so I make sure that I'm aware of what's going on in the changing landscape. Like I don't want to come across anything in a year where I'm like, I didn't even hear of that thing, and now it's like the top thing on everybody's mind and everything. AI kind of like took a lot of us by surprise. ChatGPT was a really big leap of practical application of AI in a way that like the common man could actually use. So but in general, I try to just have a pretty good sense of what is going on, even though I don't know Svelte very deeply. and I've never built like an actual Astro site before. I think I've done a like very basic thing, but just having like surface level understanding of many things is all that you really have time for. You don't have time to just go deep on every single thing. So you choose the thing that you're going to go deep on, that you can make money doing right now, and then you expand over time and do like more surface level things of everything else. That seems to work out pretty well for me. That's what I typically do. As far as future proofing yourself, like you don't want, so often, let me say this again. Hold on a second. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, never mind. It can be really easy for you to just focus on the stuff that you're doing for work. And that's typically what I recommend doing anyway, is dive in deep into the stuff that you're doing for work, because that is where like they're actually paying you for doing that, and that's typically going to be something really practical. Some of us are working at companies that are using really old technologies. There was one company that I worked at that was migrating from a custom in-house built thing that was like built 30 years ago over to a technology that was already 10 years old and already losing favor with the world. But that was just kind of the nature of that company, is they just really wanted, I don't know who was making the decisions over there. It was silly. I did not accept a full-time offer there. I was an intern there at the time. But yeah, so some of us are working at companies that are using kind of ancient technologies already. And if you're in that situation, then I would recommend, or let me say what I would do. I would absolutely be working on projects on the side or finding ways to slip in modern technology into that company. Because if there are layoffs at the company, you have no experience with what people are doing now, and that would just not be a good thing at all. So that's something to think about as far as future-proofing yourself. Is like if you're working at a company that is using modern technology and stuff, just go deep on that and continue, like get a pretty good sense of what's going on in the world. Know when it's probably a good idea to jump. I actually did that when I was working at a company that we were doing AngularJS, and I could kind of see that React was going to be the thing. I started looking for a job that could do React, because migrating that company to React was not a responsible thing to do. Like AngularJS was serving them just fine. I just didn't want to continue using AngularJS. I wanted to use something more modern. So yeah, so as far as future-proofing yourself, keep an eye on what's going on and the trends. Try to avoid worrying too much about trends in general, but if it seems like pretty clear, you know what, nobody's using Knockout.js anymore, probably a good time to jump ship and find something where there are more job opportunities. Okay, that was a lot, but hopefully that's helpful. Tech advances each year exponentially. What are your thoughts about it? I mean, we have been on this curve, or this direction, not this direction, right? We've been on this curve for a really long time of just like regular technology advancements and stuff. AI was the most recent, like, pretty big leap in changing the way that we work day to day. And that's why I say, like, you just have to stay up on what's going on. Try not to like get too distracted by every little thing, because there are lots and lots of things. Just keep an eye on it, and like you'll get better and better at recognizing things that are things you should invest your time into as you go. So, hope that's helpful. Good luck. All right, so we've got this question from Diego. Let's just go take a look. We're on Epic React in the suspense workshop. Exercise 2.1 problem. Okay, so suspense 2.1. So this is talking about promise cache. And okay, let's take a look. Oh, it looked like, yeah, I remember seeing this. Yeah, okay, I think I know what's going on here. Let me run this locally. Suspense workshop. We'll pull up, oops, pull up this, and actually let me mention answering this now on the stream. Okay, pull that up. Okay, very good. I've watched, let's go. And now we're gonna go to 2, 1, set to playground here. So the question was, or the problem in here is that, actually here, let's pull this up in a new tab. If I recall correctly, yeah, here, right here, boom, 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 boom. It just keeps on re-rendering. In the video, it would actually stop and it would like catch you. And I think that was a change in React 19 to do the parallelization of suspense boundaries. So here in the solution, we fixed this, so it's not a problem anymore. So you'll notice we just make one request, get ship, dreadnought, and then we can make these additional requests. See, in here, it never stops. And that's what the question is. Like, wait, in the video, it did eventually stop, but even in the problem, but in our, man, that is such a cool photo, or generated image, I should say. But in like the working example right now, it's not stopping those requests. So I was actually kind of surprised when it did stop in the video, and maybe here's what I'm going to do. Here,
You'll notice as soon as we land on this page, we're going to get this warning from React. It's saying a component was suspended by an uncached promise. Creating promises inside a client component or hook is not yet supported except via a suspense-compatible library or framework. Well, we're going to be building our own little suspense compatible library for creating promises during render, but we're actually not creating promises during render, and this is a bit of a misnomer because I don't think anybody else
so
is.
like the error was not exactly
we're
correct
creating
anyway
one promise during render, but then
doing,
caching it.
So
I guess that's sort of that warning works. That's okay, React. So
that's okay,
we are
React. I think what I'm gonna do right this very moment. We're going to actually, you know what, I've got this special thing. Since I've got it locally, I can hold down Option, and you'll notice, oh, yeah, not in here. But if you hold down Option, a couple of the things change. I think on the diff. Yeah, they're right there. So on the diff, if you hold down Option, this will actually take what's in app 1 and copy it over what's in app 2. So this is really helpful, or vice versa. So take what's in app 2, copied over what's in app 1. That's not useful for you as a learner, but it's useful for me as I'm developing this material. Like, oh yeah, this is wrong, it needs to go over there. So, but one of the other things that this does is it says instead of editing this page on GitHub, it will actually pull it up locally in the README. So I don't have to go to GitHub. Would you like to? Oh, actually, we can get rid of that recommendation because VS Code has that feature built in. Okay, anyway, we're going to say call out success. The warning is no longer present in React or in the latest version of React. Instead, the requests will, or the slightly inaccurate warning I talked about in the video is no longer present in the latest version of React. Instead, the request will just continue for an infinite loop. It's very important that we fix this in this exercise step. Good luck. Or maybe that may be a little bit, let's see. You will fix, or this step will fix the infinite requests. All right, there we go. So that should take care of that. Boom. Library load magic. Actually, it's not library load. It detects a change in the data. I have a WebSocket, and it will go and refresh the data, which I think is pretty cool. Revalidate this. I think it's awesome. I am so proud of the Epic Workshop app. I just think it's the coolest thing. All right, git commit. Add note about change in React. There we go. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. This is just a change in behavior. Yes, this is a change in behavior in React, and I've added a note to the exercise about the change. Thanks. Okay, that was fun. Coming back. Oh, yeah, Sergio would be sweet. Yeah, there were so many awesome submissions, to be honest. I had to reject way too many, and I'm very sad about that. Diego, does that answer your question? Let me know if that answers your question. Okay, moving on to Scott's question. Found the answer. Awesome. I don't even remember what the question was about, but I'm happy or glad to hear it. Yeah, I remember reading it. I remember having Cody put this in Office Hours, but I don't remember what the question was. All right, Nick Cham. Hey all, I'm updating React Router v7, updating Sentry 2, don't understand this line. Okay, here, let's come back here. I'm going to reply. Yeah, here we go. Answering your question on stream now, just so that they know it's happening. Okay, so this line that they're talking about is the wrap use routes v7, and we've got our app with providers. So I'm pretty sure what's going on is, well, here, let's dive into it. But I'm guessing that, so Sentry wants to know about route changes that are happening. And so I think that it hijacks the React Router context possibly. But let's just go and see. If we go Sentry React. Sorry. And we'll go over to the GitHub. Flashes of light. And then we'll go to, where am I going to go? Packages and React. Look at all these packages, beautiful packages. React, and then if we go to source and React Router v7, boom, that's nice and organized, very easy to find. Wrap use routes v7, create compatible use routes, blah, blah, blah. And then use original routes. Wrap use routes v7. Original use routes. What is a use routes? That must be a component, I'm guessing. Wrapper function that adds Sentry routing implementation to a React Router v7 use routes hook. This is used to automatically capture route changes as transactions when using the use route hook. So this original use routes thing, though, I am not sure. Let's come over here. It's a function. Okay, so that is a use routes. I think we might be using it wrong. Because, oh, no. I think we might be using it wrong. Uh-oh, I think we've got somebody posting on Twitch who should not be. It looks like spam or something. I need to figure out my Twitch moderation situation here. Don't click any links that people on Twitch put on there. And if anybody wants to be a mod, let me know. Because I don't have time for that. Okay, so this original use routes, I would expect that instead of passing app with providers, you actually pass the use routes implementation or something. So let's find out if they've got docs on here. Use routes. No. Router. Yeah, okay. Official SDK router. Set up React Router. React Router integration. React Router 7. Man, their docs are nice. Okay. They've got their Sentry routes. Interesting. if you specify your route definition as an object to use routes hook, which we don't, I don't think. Dennis is the one who did this, and I guess I didn't review it closely enough. I assumed that that's how it works. So that's on me for not reviewing it closely if we're wrong. Yeah, wrap use, and we get use century routes. Yeah, we're using it wrong. Good question. Thanks for bringing it up. I don't think we use routes at all. So let's go to epic stack. Oop. And let's go use routes. We just have wrap. Okay, so we're not doing it that way. Usage with, but you know what? Maybe we are. Maybe that's just how this works. Let's see, routes TS. See, because we're not doing create browser router either, because that is happening for us by the framework. Right, where's the... Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not using the routes component. We just got the routing docs there. So maybe this is how you do it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Whoops. There is something weird here with how you do things with the Veep plugin, and maybe we do have Sentry Veep plugin integration. I kind of doubt that is sufficient though. Maybe there's something that needs to happen here. Yeah, we need to do some research. I'm gonna say, it does look like we're using that wrong based on this. Here, actually, let's do usage, or just usage in general. But I'm not sure how to do this integration since we don't use create browser router routes or use routes when we're using the Veep plugin. Would you mind opening an issue and we can investigate further? There we go. We'll see. I probably should have made a thread, but I think it'd be better if we just move this over to a GitHub issue, so it, like, threads and stuff can tend to get lost in notifications and whatnot. But yeah, I think there's more that we need to do here. I don't have time to do it right now, but we should definitely look into that. Yeah. Okay, thank you for the question. And looks like you're responding, but I'm gonna just move on while we're waiting. So we have this reference error file not found. This is in the form section of React Fundamentals. Open Fundamentals, React Fundamentals. And if we go, you know what, I think do I have this running? No. Yeah, it is running still. There you are. Gonna close you, and we'll restart you because I don't want to run on the wrong port. There we go. It doesn't actually matter. You can run as many of these as you want, but that's fine. All right, so we're getting forms, and in the exercise relating to the form where we submit form values to the server, the error was caused by this line in API utils in the function stringify value. Okay, let's find that in API utils. Okay, so this is reference error. Accessing the mux or I'm not sure what /onboarding is referring to here. Okay, so during the form section, in the exercise relating to form when we submit the values to the server. All right, So that's the form action exercise. And I should probably be able to reproduce it here. Whoa! Sorry, there is no dark mode for the exercises because I like to keep it as like minimal as possible. Though I question that decision sometimes. All right, so we're going to say hello, submit. What the heck? I think I am able to quiet these. Yes, thank you. What? I don't want it to show up in here all the time. Do I have to disable the extension? I like the extension. It's nice. But we're gonna... I'll deal with this later. I don't want to like accidentally show my passwords and stuff. Okay, that's annoying though. Anyway, no error messages here. For now, we'll just hide those messages. And then we'll pop open this, no errors here. We get that showing up in here. That's to be expected for this. And then for the solution, if we do hello, then everything's working. No errors here. I can imagine one thing that might be the problem is you're running on an older version. Sorry, answering this on stream now. Oops, where are we at? Right there. Yeah, so to answer your question, I don't know why you were experiencing that issue, but my guess is that you're running a version of Node that doesn't support the file object. Let's see. When did Node start supporting the global file object? In 20. And I think technically I support version 18. I think Node.js starts supporting the file object in version 20. So it could be that I need to make sure this is backward compatible. I need to know when, let's see, Node release schedule. I need to know when Node 18 gets end of lifed. They have a page on the Node website. This is not right. Let's see, learn Node versions release version. Man, they have like a chart. It's beautiful. Node LTS version schedule. End of life.date. Oh, that's it. Here we go. Light mode. This is the chart I was looking for. So 18 is in maintenance mode until looks like April, end of April, I think. So yeah, I probably should, because we still have 3 more months. I probably should make that work. Yeah, let's see. What is it going to be if it's not a file? That's the question. Value, data. Oh, form data wouldn't respond with data table. Huh. Oh, there we go. Then we get to form data. So if you're not on node 20, then you're going to run into problems right there probably too. Was that the same time request? The request object was added? Yeah, in fact, you probably... Oh, okay, no. Okay, So they released the request object in 18, but the file object didn't show up until 20. And so, when was request form data introduced? I'm guessing it's node 20 with the file object, because I don't know what else that would be. No, that is false. No, that is incorrect. The request form data object is native node now. I don't know when it was added, but I can say new request. Here we'll save our oh fine, whatever .com. Fine. HTTPS. There we go. r.form data. There it is, right there. So it does exist. I don't know when it was added, but yeah, it exists. So when was request form data added? Sorry. Node.js. Yeah, let's just find docs, request, fetch. All right, Node.js request, fetch request, docs. You know what? MDN probably has this. I don't think they have. Yeah, request form data. All right, let's see. There's a compatibility 18. Interesting. So form data was added in 18. What did it return? What did it return at 18? Huh, okay. So if we go file, in node 20. So what did it, what? Okay, form data. Oh, yeah, of course. It could just like return strings. So it just didn't support files until 20. All right. So what that means, I don't know what it would be, what that value is. I guess we should probably find out. So I should probably just version down and let's see, 18. Do npm rebuild. Okay, and then let's close this. This is probably still on. Oh, no, there we go. So now, if I do this, here, and actually this was the wrong exercise. It should actually be, when do we do this? Yeah, in part 4. It's, yeah, for submission. So in the solution of submission, here, we'll do the form action problem, or playground. Here we go. Open it up. This. So this one should be failing. I go blah blah blah. Yeah. Choose a file on the desktop. We'll take a picture of this, and would you look at that? And then today, and then we submit. No, please don't ever ask. This is a new computer, so like all the things that I'm typically used to doing. Yeah, so it busted. We should get the error in our terminal wherever we're running this. Oh, but we didn't. That's interesting. Don't save. Huh. Go over to our playground. In the index, we are posting to API onboarding. API server. We take that action. console log data. Okay. And we're going to pop this open up in here. We're going to scooch these side by side. Man, there we go. Okay, so submit. Put this down at the bottom. Okay, let's figure out what's going on here. Oh, hold on. Are we preventing default somewhere? Oh, yeah, we are. Ah, that's right. Okay, so let's get rid of this for now. Submit. Unexpected server error. That is what I expected to see. So here's our data. We've got our form data. And there it is. Ha! I found it. There it was. And the fix for this then is to come in here and say supports file, type of file, and we'll say is that even going to work, I wonder? Here we go. All right, submit. This time, yeah, I think the type of file is not going to work either. Okay, here, let's restart. Just make sure. Oh, yoink. All right, and then we submit. There we go. Beautiful. So what that means is, yeah, what is that value? That's the question. So let's add, coming back, let's choose a file. That's the file. Submit that, and then let's take a look at the form data. Yeah, just hold on. Value file. Okay, that is unexpected. Console.log. Supports file. And console.log values. Let's try that again. I think that should not require a refresh. Oh, and it was already selected. Oh, maybe it does. I thought that this library loaded even the API stuff. Or I think it does, but oh, whoops, back up. Here we go, choose a file. This is the one. And submit. Okay, object file, that's fine. Well, I think like it's operating the way I want it to. That's so interesting. So there is a file, it's just not a global file. And there could be a couple reasons for that. I might be polyfilling. I think I'm probably still polyfilling at Big Shop. Let's come to our server. Let's see, install. No, that's, no. It could be actually in our start. I don't know. I don't know where that file is coming from. Interesting. Okay. So, and supports file. Okay, so we're going to say supports global file. Okay, actually, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Not all versions of Node support a global file. We need to account for this because the value could be a file, but we don't have a global file to check against. Yeah, okay, well, that's probably about as good as anything you could expect. Okay, and global file not, this would be value instance of file except the global file was not added until node 20. Feel free to update this when we drop node 18 support in April, or after April 2025. Boom. There we go. That should do it. So let's try it once more. Oh, and actually, I think we need to restart this server again because it doesn't seem to be working. And actually, while we're at it, let's just get rid of this, start that over, and then we select this. Yeah, refresh. Okay, and submit. Boom! Would you look at that? Even on Node 18. Thank you for the report. Glad that we got that working. And now let's take a look at the diff. Great, looks awesome. Git commit handle Node 18 more gracefully. Git push. And let's find Discord again. Where did this? Yep. Okay. This has now been fixed in the workshop. Simply run npx update workshop. Oh, what is it? I forget what it's called. It's been a while. Update epic workshop, I think. I think that's what it's called. Get ready for blinding. Yep. npx update epic workshop. This to get the updated version. There you go. Ha! Beautiful. Okay, check. Coming back here. You're welcome, Diego. Thank you for asking the question. And now I come down here because Nick Sam, open an issue. Thank you. This might provide some insights. Yeah, I'll take a look at it once we're done with office hours. Okay, office hours. That was Tom. Or no. Yeah, that was Tom's question. Great. So we've gotten through all of them. And that's it. So let me take a look at the chat on X and YouTube and Twitch. I'm not going to pull them up because there aren't a lot. Here, they're right here. Okay, that mic seems off. What does mic seem off? What? Maybe you're commenting at the beginning of the video when the mic actually was off. Sorry. So yeah, I think we're done. I've got to wrap it up. I need to do a couple things before I've got a meeting. So thanks everybody for showing up. This has just been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Office Hours. Actually, let me bring back the screen share because I want to mention that if you do have any questions, you can come here to kentcdodds.com/calls. And the Call Kent podcast is a pretty sweet podcast that you will enjoy. And you can ask your own questions in here. So just go record your call, make a new recording, start recording, and then you can ask her your question, and I will give you an answer. And our little back and forth will turn into a podcast episode. You can be episode 206. So it's going to be, that's a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy doing this, and I think, yeah, if you have a question, you'll typically get a quicker response here than you will in office hours, unless you're asked like while I'm doing office hours. And then, of course, don't forget the conference. And we have this really awesome workshop that Artem is putting on. Whoa, there's dark mode. There we go. React component testing with vtest browser mode. It is phenomenal. So good. You're going to love it. And it's 2 days with one of the greatest people of all time. So, yeah, come along. It's going to be a lot of fun. And with that, sounds like your Mac mic is on. Oh, really? No, it can't be. This whole time, I've got this fancy mic right here. Hold on. I've got to listen to it now. Let me just make sure. What it probably is this mic right here. And with that...
Oh, you're right.
Sounds like
that kills me.
It's this camera mic, actually. The angle one, this is the one. That camera microphone is the one that is the problem. So this mic isn't working for some reason. It's just not turning on, I guess. So we're just going to deal with this one, and dang it, I'll figure it out. Anyway, with that, thank you for telling me. It should sound amazing. And I gotta just figure out why this microphone wasn't working. So anyway, I'm gonna take off, and next time the sound will be better. Thanks everybody for joining, and we'll see you all. I always like to stop with my next scheduled live stream, which will be next week. I don't think I've got anything else going on. So have a wonderful day. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll see you around.